All right, welcome back. This is round 15 for Germany. State of the board. Germany got a little bit of breathing room, although these 47 American troops here are tucked in under these bombers. He backed off the Russians. And so Baltic doesn't look as formidable as it once did, but there's still a lot of troops there. And he landed some troops in Africa to counteract this here. So on my Japan turn, I have to consider, if I focus on holding this and maybe adding an IC or something down here to hold Africa, get him to take these troops and bring them down to Africa, then whatever he has to bring down to Africa, he can't take into France and Germany. So that may be an option, but we'll see. As far as Germany goes, obviously, I just want to build some defense, and all of my complexes are blown to shit. So if I repair, I have 30 IPCs, so if I repair Rome, I'll have 24, so I can buy 2 planes and an artillery, which is what I'm going to do. We're going to throw it in Italy. And we're going to keep just repairing that. And we're going to take Northwestern Europe and try to take Poland back. And that's going to be it. So that's all we're going to try to do with Germany. So let's repair Italy. All right. And let's buy 1 artillery, 2 fighters. All right. For the combat move, we're going to take 1 tank and blitz it there. We're going to take 2 guys and all these planes. You know what? Hold on a second here. What industrial complexes does England have? Just England? I don't want to lose any bombers. That's the problem. I really don't want to lose any bombers because I'm behind the 8 ball here. If I had a little bit more breathing room, I think I'd start bombing United Kingdom, trying to get away with some of that stuff. But I don't want to lose 12 or more IPCs just to bomb England. I don't want to do it because right now he can only do a maximum 8 units. So that's fine. He probably has a lot of IPCs left. 36. So we're going to try to cut into some of that. So we'll do that. So we will just take the bombers and go here. And we're going to take 1 tank and take back Ukraine. All right. Which we're going to lose, but that's okay. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, that's because of all the planes. All right, so that's fine. So that's going to do it for the combat, so let's do that. Now, obviously, we're just hoping that he doesn't hit with both of his infantries. So let's see what happens. All right, so our planes go back to Germany. Our 3 tanks move up to Germany. And that's going to be it. Now he's got these guys here. He can bounce them up to France if he wants. But he has a shitload of troops that could have landed in France. So I'm sure these guys are going to stay in Africa. So, and he can't take Italy this turn. So we'll see if he tries to defend, if he tries to keep me out of Africa. And he's got a sizable Russian stack here. And obviously the Baltics is just a pinch point of just shit tons of troops. So, all right. Anyway, we'll see what happens there. So that's it for the non-combat move. We'll throw the artillery and the 2 fighters in Italy. We still don't have enough. We still don't have enough money. So we still have some IPCs, but I'm just hoping he loses some bombers when he starts going on some of these raids. So maybe I should repair Germany at least a little bit so that he keeps risking his bombers. Eventually they're going to get hit. So I probably should have done that, but in this case I got to keep as many land troops as I possibly can get. But this is going to be done pretty soon. In fact, USA should be able to take it with his 47 guys. And his bomber and his tank and his planes. And these planes and the battleship. He should be able to take it. And that will probably end the game. But we'll see what happens. So anyway, that is Germany's round 15. Manix is up next for UK. Round 15. And I will see you back for Japan round 15.
UK 15. So I've noticed he's gone for, I think the idea here is he's going for the high value units because obviously his complex has been bombed to hell, so he's rather spending units on, spending his IPC on units rather than repairs, which I understand. But it does mean I think he's left a target for me in Italy here. He's deployed to Italy. So I'm going to, this is risky, but I think killing German air is probably worth it. It also means I don't have to spend on more fleet to counteract this. So I'm going to probably attack Italy here, try and kill those 2 fighters. We've got 4 planes here to do it. It's not great, it's not a great fight, but it could be good. If we get 3 hits out of 4, that would be fantastic. So we'll see. We'll try and get some value. But I think killing German air here is good for the Allies. We've got a decent air force to back this up anyway. We've still got 10 fighters beyond these 4 bombers, so that's a good thing. I was thinking if we don't do that, we could probably move to... I don't like leaving France free, but the problem is the air force is so strong that we have to kind of... I don't think we can comfortably... Well, we can't. We can't hold 3 sea zones comfortably without deploying some more fleet, which I really don't want to do, because I've said it before, we've spent so much on fleet this game, which is more than, more than I would have liked to. So I think we're just going to sit tight, ignore France for now, we'll keep treading northwestern. Yeah, as we're going for this attack, I'm going to stay in the Baltic Sea, stay in Sea Zone 5, and reinforce this. I would like to stay here because it means we can obviously reinforce this is the main attacking force that will take Berlin at some point. So I'd rather keep this, keep reinforcing this with more UK troops. Because the UK numbers here are actually getting pretty sweet. They've got 30 plus here. 36 currently, with more on the way. So this is starting to rival the numbers we've got here. And this is going to be the initial force to attack Berlin as well. This is going to be the ones first, the lads first through the breach. They're going to probably still going to get slaughtered, but at least soften the Germans up for the main assault, which is from the Americans. So yeah, the idea is going to keep reinforcing Baltic states, but we can still take northwestern from the Baltic Sea, so that's good. Anyway, let's move on. We'll do the usual here, I think. I might have to mix this one up actually slightly. If we do that, that's pretty perfect actually, because we can get a bomber for that. And it's going to be, we're going to probably need some bombers, I suppose. So I would still like to keep the complexes, as dust. So yeah, assuming we lose probably 2 or 3 here maybe. Be good to get an extra one as well. So let's go for that. And we'll go for the attack. Why not? Let's just be aggressive. I think we're in the lead sufficiently, so I think taking a slight risk here is worth it for us. What's quite nice here actually as well, we can take, because we're building 7 land units basically every single turn. So that one spare if they leave Northwestern open like that, we can just grab it with the one spare and then ship in the other 6 with the 3 transports. Actually works out quite nice logistically. I'm going to go for 1 here. And we'll do... I guess 2 makes sense. We're just trying to deny income as much as we can, I suppose, aren't we? Let's do that. Nothing to trade around here, which is good. Yeah. Need to remember to move these guys back, actually, to not give them a free hit with these transports. But I think probably, yeah, Australia's about to fall. I would assume anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, you know what? As well, actually, it's more tempting to take France this round, actually, because taking France denies the bombers a landing zone for Morocco, which will work nicely in conjunction with obviously reinforcing Africa, because this we're having to defend now. So I would like some troops flowing, American troops flowing through North Africa. Not a huge amount, because we still need to. I'm still prioritising Berlin, obviously, but we do need to sort of counter this slightly, because this could actually spiral quite quickly if Japan gets too crazy, because they are pretty much level with us, slightly ahead. So the more they take, the more dangerous it gets, and they've got a big force. Well, combined, they've got a big force, so I can't ignore it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Never mind, I miscalculated. Don't listen to anything I said for the last 2 minutes. That's a shame. So that's out regardless. So we'll stay where we are. That's a shame. I guess we just send more down here. So it's still 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's no rain. Okay, nowhere to land. 5, 6, almost, but not quite. So yeah, we'll keep reinforcing. I think at least 2 ships or 2 transports per round, I think, would probably be a good idea, just to get things flowing. Yeah. So we'll lose ground initially while they expand, and then I think we should hopefully slowly gain back some territory. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, big fight first. It's overall very nice trade there for us. Why don't we have fighters on the carrier here? Have I lost it? Am I... Not sure why that is. Okay, we'll move the tanks over now, I think, because we are getting towards that stage. Maybe not. Maybe not just yet. I'm still happy to keep Japan sitting in India for the time being, so that this is a good deterrent for that. In fact, could we also... This is a risky spot. Oh no, it's not. No, it's not. Let's move them forward as well. Because at the moment, I think we've got... I haven't got... Yeah, it's like 60, 66. I can't see anything. Got 70 something units there compared to there. Yeah, not that. So yeah, I'm more than confident leaving that as it is there. That looks good. So pull the tanks out. So we've got now 6 tanks trained on Persia, with obviously a good air force. Some bombers over here. I guess we could probably... We've got 5 units there, 6, 7. Assuming they're in the fleet, are they? Okay, so yeah. 3, 7, 8, 10, 13 versus 9. And then there's 2 more coming in as well. So 15. So in fact, we could probably pull them all back this way, because we don't really need 2 fighters actually sitting in the Baltic Sea. Over here, then, they are more used. That's probably why I did it in the first place. Pulled them off the carrier. So yeah, got a few more troops here trained on Persia, which is good. Are you safe? Yeah, you're safe. Move you guys across. And just last thing to do is reinforcements. Cool. So in fact, really what we could do is we could just keep building tanks. Not this round actually, because we had to do artillery just to make up for the thing, but still. Generally speaking, if we get tanks, we can just keep reinforcing West Russia. And then just keep, you know, building up the forces against Persia, while also, you know, staying fairly close to Germany. And so when we're ready to attack, we can just shift everything back in one move to Karelia, and then they can attack through Baltic. So yeah, tanks are very, very nice units, very versatile. But yeah, I like that. That's good. So that should keep Japan at bay. I think what they'll do, because we are trying to. I don't think we actually are dead zoning. Well, we probably are. I've not done the calculations, but it's still a significant force here from the Japanese, which they can reinforce quickly as well with these guys. But anyway, it looks fairly scary because we've got like, you know, almost 50 units for the Russians plus good attacking force for the UK, so it probably looks scary. But yeah, what I think they'll do is, because they can't get into Persia, or they're not going to go to Persia, they'll go through Africa and try and gain some territory that way. Which is why we need to be reinforcing quickly here with the US. But anyway, there we go. That's my round. So let's close it off. Place one of our fallen bombers. Sweet. So how are we looking? 4-3-1, 3-10. Still increasing the lead, which is good. So yeah, I don't think we're too far off attacking Berlin here. We're getting there. We're definitely getting there. And the purchase, I'm liking the purchases from Germany as well. So their infantry number is not really increasing at all. So it's going to be definitely sooner rather than later we'll be able to hit them and finish it off. I think once Berlin falls, I think he'll probably resign. I would expect anyway, but we'll see. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, UK 15. See you back for US.
All right, welcome back. This is round 15 for Japan. So, a couple of considerations. The state of the board is pretty much the same. Massive stack in Kazakh, good stack in Caucasus. I have a lot of decent stack in Anhui and a decent stack in India. I took Africa, but he landed some U.S. troops in response, so he's going to take it back. I'm not going to take Hawaii right now, because if I do, I think this fleet will kill everything I have here. And I don't really want that to happen yet. So, anyway, I don't want that to happen yet. So, I did consider another industrial complex. I was going to throw it either in Borneo or the East Indies to start shipping troops over here, but I figured this. If I repair India, and now all of his bombers are now up here, concentrating on Germany, it's going to cost me 15 to repair this and add 3 guys here. So with the IPCs that I have now, if I spend the 15... and put an IC there, it's still going to take another turn to start producing troops. Whereas if I repair this, I can basically produce 16 men every single time. 3, 6, 8, and 8. 16 guys, as long as I have 48 income. And I can start shipping them over to the mainland. And what I want to do now, my goal is just produce as many troops as possible. And flood the mainland with troops to try to combat the stack. And Germany, if it had any amount of power at all that could help, would be awesome, but they don't. So this is where it gets tricky, and where a lot of people say, you know, Japan can't do it all by themselves. So at some point I need to move a stack, but it's going to take 3 turns to get here. Once I stack this, though, I think I'm going to drop everything into Xiankang, and we'll have a nice big standoff here. And then we'll have an epic land battle here, and we'll decide probably the game. So at some point, I'm going to do that, but it's not going to be this point. So let's get to it. We're going to repair India fully. We're going to buy 5 artilleries. And we're going to buy the rest, guys. right? All right, for the combat move, we're going to take Belgian Congo. We're going to take Madagascar, and we're going to move over here. So it gives us an option. Next turn, we can jet over here and take Western Australia. Or we can even jet up here and drop a guy in Egypt just to mess with them, bounce around Africa, taking IPCs. So we'll see what happens. As long as I can keep this out of range of a bomber, I think we're good. And so far, so good. So we're going to do that. We're going to take 2 guys. And we're going to take... We'll do all 4 planes. They're going to land back in India. And I don't think these 9 planes that can go 1, 2. They can't get to this fleet here. He's got no bombers in range. There's no planes on this side of the battleground. So all these planes that are in the Caucasus, they can get to India, but no further. So we're going to land them for this turn only. We're going to land them in India, which I think will help us. And then we're just hoping that obviously he doesn't get 2 hits again. We're not going to move forward at this point right here. At some point he's going to move. In fact, he's probably moving these guys here to go over to Archangel. And so we may have to move this stack sooner than later. But it's going to take 3 turns, right? Because I got to combine those. I'm going to drop the 8 guys here. I'm going to have 3 more guys here. And then next round, I'm going to have 11 guys here. And add to that. And then I'm going to combine this stack and this stack. And we're going to bum rush into Sinkang. So. And then after that, we may build tanks. I don't know if we'll even last that long. So let's go ahead and do it. I think that's all we want to do as far as attacking. I don't want to waste a guy taking this because he's just going to take it back. And I want to leave these guys here to at least be semi a stopgap on that side of the board. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. All right. So we're going to move the planes there. The guys to India. He's going to move forward. These artilleries are going to go there. These artilleries are going to go there. And these 8 guys are going to go into Madagascar. I mean, Manchuria. Sorry. I could drop them here and go this way. Maybe next turn I'll do that with the other ones. And I think that's it. Actually, I'd really like to do something about this. These guys here are guarding my stuff, so we are not going to do it right now. Even though I think we could. All right. That's going to be it for our non-combat move. Let's see here. All right. So our mobilization, we're going to put 3 infantry into India. We're going to put 5 infantry into Japan. 2 artilleries into Kwangtung and 3 artilleries into Manchuria. And that, my friends, is going to end Japan's turn. Next turn, since we have 48, we're probably just going to build 16 guys. 3, 2, 3, and 8. And start shipping them over to the mainland here. But we'll see. If this thing moves, we may have to change our strategy, which I think it might move. He may do that. At some point, he's going to have to come. But if he moves over here, then we'll move everything into Persia. So I don't think he's going to do that. But if he does, we'll move everything into Persia, which I think we'll be able to capture whatever he's got. So that's going to do it for USA. That's going to do it for Japan's around 15. Manix is up next for USA 15 and Russia 16. And I'll see you back for Germany 16 if I have Berlin still.
So, US 15. I just want to have a quick look back at Japan's move just to check we're okay. So, max numbers obviously. Compared my... Still don't know why I did that, to be honest. But yeah, I guess it was a good attack 'cause it worked. But yeah, fully repaired now. He's pulled out one to go to Madagascar, which is a good move. That's pretty much permanent income from the Axis. I'm not going to get this back. So I would expect him to probably at some point go for Australia as well, and Hawaii. I'm hoping this is the reason for this fleet sitting here, is I'm hoping he's going to take this back. I'm wanting to commit a lot of things to take it, to a lot of fleet maybe. Which might distract him from this. I don't know. But having these 3 territories under our control for this length of time is really good for the Allies. Bits of free income. So still no push forward with the main force into Persia, which is for me is fantastic. This is just purely buying time for this build up against Berlin. The longer we can hold the Japanese off here, the better it gets. Because if we can take Berlin while they're still here, that'd be awesome. That's a best case scenario. Because then we can just, once we take Berlin, we can throw everything back at Moscow to make sure we don't lose Moscow. So at that point the game is definitely won, because Japan can't do anything once Central Europe is controlled by the Allies and Moscow is still alive and defended. That's a pretty much an unwinnable situation for the Axis, well, at least Japan at that point. So that's the ideal end game for us, but we'll see if we can get there. In terms of purchases, I've already done my purchases. It's 10 infantry, 2 artilleries. We've got a bit of spare income. This has been deployed to. I don't particularly feel like wasting income going for more fleet here. I could. I could start mounting a massive sub-fleet, but no, I think we'll play it more sensible and just bank the 8, I think, for now. So, let's go. Right, what can we do here is we could just jump straight into... No, I'm going to move them slowly. I could jump straight into South Africa here, but... Maybe we do that, actually. I was just talking about Madagascar, but we could actually make a play for it if we wanted to. We could set up a bomber somewhere. What about here? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not comfortable. From here, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's got to land in Rhodesia or Italian East Africa, and from here, 1, 2. Well, this is not a bad spot because I don't think they can actually hit back. If I'm not, that's completely blind. The transports. I guess he could go like... Oh, we're thinking about taking Madagascar. He could go... Yeah. It looks to me just like 1 infantry can attack back, so maybe we do that. Let's do it. Let's just grab it straight away. That should be all for attack. I'm not going to bomb. With my US bombers at least, I don't think I want to keep those... Nice and secure. What I was glad to see as well, Japan didn't push in any of these 3 territories. I think I prefer that. It avoids me having to trade, which is quite nice. Just purely doing a numbers build up. We've kind of got like a unofficial arrangement here where we're not trading. We're not trading any of the border territories just for now, which I quite like. Apart from Persia. Persia is the one point of contention at the moment, but apart from that, it's fairly peaceful on the Russian-Japanese front. Okay. Yeah, I think that's going to be... Oh, I suppose we could... I could do 2 transports here. In fact, why don't I just do that instead? I could just take... oh my god. Alright. 2 units going here. There we go. Let's kill that off. Yeah, don't really want to throw 2 transports down here. Because it obviously means we're not shipping in any more. Or at least we're slowing down our shipment of more troops down here. So we'll just do 1. Take out that infantry. Yeah, that's probably the better move. Cool. Okay, then let's just commit to that, I think. So what I'm probably going to do, I'm going to have maybe like two transports shipping back and forth down here, just to kind of keep the flow of troops up. Because there are troops that could come through here potentially. He could ship in more aggressively if he wanted to. He's got a fleet here that can. I'm sort of protecting C-Zone 34, but it's not a fun attack for the UK to go for here. 9 fires. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Might possibly be the bombers as well, but yeah, it's not a fun. It's not. Yeah, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with maybe plane support. That's not. Yeah, he could defend that if he wanted to. So potentially he could go for like a 1, 2, 3. Or actually, he could, if I don't kill this, he could go 1, 2, 3, 4. Take that entire coastline. So I do need to keep troops moving down here as much as possible. Let's get you in. Let's cancel one of those transports. Back. Forward. Let's just do a double check on my situation with the fleets then. So we've got 4 bombers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Right here, 9. I'm gonna send another destroyer north, I think. 1, 2. Let's just check this. This is the easy way to do it. We've got 1, 2, 3. That's moving. Sorry. There's 1, 2, 3. 7, 8, 10, 13 versus 9. Yeah. Oh, that's comfortable. I think that it's better off up here, that extra plane. That's the defender. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 versus 4, so a bit more comfortable. Again, I mentioned this last, I think it was on the UK's move, but Germany's the attacks against the fleet from Germany are more dangerous at this stage of the game because they know he's behind, and he knows he's behind. So it might tempt him into a lower percentage battle that could potentially swing and go in his favour. So we've got to be a little bit more cautious about this kind of thing because it could be the kind of thing that he might go for. So we'll play it slightly cautiously. Okay. For that. So 2 up here, 10. Let's do that. 8 infantry. Again, we'll respect the unofficial agreement and not go for these 2, and we'll try and take. Let's go 1, 2, 3. I guess. Bit heavy, but that's fine. But we're getting some reinforcements coming through now from the Baltic stack, so yeah, it should start to feel very comfortable around here soon. Once this arrives, it's going to feel very comfortable. Just hope he doesn't push forward in the meantime. I guess we're trying to prevent that with the tanks moving around. So we're getting more pressure here. We've got 3 more to come, so we're going to have 9 tanks plus a stack of infantry and a lot of planes nearby of Persia. So the 1-2 punch should still look pretty threatening, which is nice. 3 versus... yeah, let's go for that. Let's trust our planes, which I hate doing because I hate attacking fires, but... okay. So, we could pull you back. Eight infantry, so we can just keep moving out the 7 infantry, I guess, keep the... got 4 artillery, yeah, that's cool, Move you across. And what I am thinking, he may make a move soon with this stack here. what he may do is like a double move with the Indian stack, move it to Persia, and then this stack here, with this combined with this, go to Xinjiang, force me to pick one or the other with the Russians. In that situation, I guess we could, because the UK's where it is. In fact, why are we having the UK sit here? Why can't we just sit here? That's a much better place. Because then they can do both. That's a stupid place to put. I don't know why I did that. I guess our tank reinforcements are going to be slightly. Let's do this then. Our tank reinforcements are going to be a bit slower because we're trying to get them to a place. We're trying to get to Russia basically. Russia's the place we can hit everything. So we want all our UK tanks in Russia, so they can hit, you know, a big area. Yeah, that's good. That's the better play, for sure. Okay. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so 447, 323. Still looking strong on this side. Yeah, I suppose I can try and speed up my moves a bit here for Cobra's sake, because he's going to have to edit this all together. So I apologise, Cobra, if I've been waffling on for too long each round, but yeah, it's quite an interesting game, this one. But yeah, I think it's just a build up now. I'm just trying to take Berlin as soon as possible, so I guess I could try and be quicker, because the next key thing to happen is going to be either Japan stacking something forward or, you know, me going for Berlin. So I'll try and be as quick as I can. Anyway,